Namaskar. In the previous two videos, we have discussed about bodh means awareness and awareness in play and games. Today, in this third and last video, I will share my insights about the depth of awareness, the layers of awareness. As said earlier, awareness is pure subject matter of experiments, experimenting, experience and experiencing. We need not only be acquainted with it, but also need to take it deeper and deeper by befriending with it in our known and unknown layers, known and unknown bodies, known and unknown states. It needs to be applied to all levels of our experiencing, be it body, be it mind, be it emotions. If we extend our awareness not only in our state of wakefulness, but also in our state of dream and in our state of sleeping, then we could enter in our turiya state, that is to say, the fourth state, I would say awakened consciousness. You may have heard the Jatak Kathas, that is to say, the stories of past lives of Buddha. One of them is when Gautam, the Siddharth, was known in that life as Sumedha or Sumati, a rich Brahmin of the time. He happened to have darshan, face-to-face meeting, with an enlightened master of the time named DeepankarBuddha. As the name suggests, Deepankar means who lights lamp. He was described as tree of lamps. DeepankarBuddha was so much in prominence that he was always accompanied by 84,000 arhats, that is to say, the ascetics who perfected their meditational practices. Sumedha or Sumati, whom we know as Gautam the Buddha, was not yet a Buddha at the time. He was a seeker on the path of enlightenment. On his visit to Dipavati, the capital city of the times, he heard of Deepankar Buddha visiting the city. Out of deep reverence for a Buddha being accompanied by thousands of arhats, he went to pay his reverence by Ashtang Dandvat Pranam, that is to say, prostrating. Ashtang Dandvat Pranam is a namaskar ritual in which the devotee offer their respect and reverence by bowing down posture in which all the 8 parts of the body touch the ground simultaneously, namely chest, head, eyes, attention of mind, commitment by speech, feet, hand and knees. As the story has it, it is said that before Sumedha undertake Ashtanga Dandvat Pranam, Deepankar Buddha fell to the feet of Sumedha Jatakar. The name Jatakar was given by DeepankarBuddha to Sumedha. With a sense of guilt, Sumedha was perplexed and stunned and said to DeepankarBuddha, "My Lord, it is me who came to bow down thou, being an enlightened master, to secure my salvation. Instead of my bowing down to you, your quick falling to my feet would be a sin for me to accept such obedience." DeepankarBuddha said, "Jatakar, that is to say, O seeker with long hairs, one day, sooner or later, you too would be a Buddha, and in this infinity of time, a few lifetimes here and there makes no difference. I saw your love, your reverence for the Buddha being, and your resolve to be Buddha. I see it coming faster than you expect." In different sources of Buddhist literature, the story may have different versions. The point is, Gautam the Siddhartha, in his one of the earlier birth as Sumedha or Sumati, was on the path of seeking Brahma as Brahmin, practicing awareness in his traditional Brahminical ritual. He did attain whatever he could have attained by concentration of mind and feeling. He has already risen to the level of psycho-spiritual body, but something of beyond the body, beyond the mind, and beyond the heart was alluring. It was clear to him that the Buddhahood is the pinnacle of awareness, and it is the ultimate destiny worth choosing. He was prepared to sacrifice anything to attain that state, the vertex of awareness, being a Buddha. He was still of the belief that blessings of a living Buddha can tide over the situation, and he could have a safe sail to Buddhahood. On the other hand, DeepankarBuddha was elated to see a seeker with deep reverence for Buddha being and the resolve to attain the same. It is a different matter when that pinnacle of awareness is attained. But once on the way pursuing the awareness, the very reverence and very resolve for Buddhahood will lead to the destination. It was in recognition of such potential and offering of such possibilities he saw a rising star, a future Deepankar, and as the best wishes for Sumedha, the Jatakar, in the word of Deepankar, DeepankarBuddha bowed down. He said to him, "Neither his bowing down will be a sin for Jatakar, nor it will hamper his advancement," and predicted that within a couple of births he would be serving as Bodhisattva and will be a renowned Buddha. I am reminded the story of Ino Dand, one of the seekers from South China. His original name in Chinese was Huineng. Though he remained illiterate due to poverty, once he overheard a monk reciting few lines from the Diamond Sutra, and he readily grasped it was about the shunyata, that is to say, the emptiness. He ascertained the monk, being from the monastery of the fifth patriarch in North China, and determined to visit it. Gu-ninDai-man, also known in Chinese as Hongzhen, was the fifth patriarch. When Ino reached that monastery, Master Gu-nin asked Ino, "Why did you come? And from where did you come?" Ino replied, "From south, to realize the Buddha nature." But to test his resolve and discourage Ino from becoming a monk, Master Gu-nin retorted, "You barbarian, from south, how can you be Buddha?" Ino replied politely, "The Buddha nature has no north or south in it." Then again Master Gu-nin asked, "Do you really need to be monk here? Why need you stay here? Didn't you spoke of great Buddha nature?" Ino thought, his aspirations for Buddha nature has projected him as an egoist instead of a seeker. Ino submitted with kneeling and folded hands and bow down in prayer. "Have mercy on me. Please don't condemn and reject me. I may be rustic and ignorant. I may not be worthy of monastery, but accept me and teach me Buddha nature." Master Gu-nin ordered, "Go straight to the kitchen. Serve there to hull and husk. Never come for meditation or discourse in any of the halls or auditorium." Then 15 years passed for Ino in the kitchen, doing hard labor of hulling and husking for hundreds of monks, resulting in dropping of thoughts and dropping of feelings and attaining the emptiness, his aspired Buddha nature. It was also the time for the fifth patriarch, Master Gu-nin, to find a successor. So he announced to all his monks to compose a verse which can express their insights. Everybody felt either non-confident or assumed the head monk Jinsu would take over, so let him write. In fact, Jinsu was also not confident, so he wrote on a wall near auditorium under repairing that the body is like the Bodhi tree. The heart is a bright mirror on a stand. Every day wipe clean the mirror so that no dust may alight. Everybody was talking great about the verse, but the Master Gu-nin cannot be misled. He criticized the verse like anything and deplored that not a single monk to express Jain insight in a small verse. This became the debate in the dining hall, where Ino overheard it. He uttered, "Master Gu-nin is correct. The verse written is indeed disappointing. If somebody helps me to write the verse, I can compose one worth master's expectation. The verse he composed was, "There is no bodhi tree, the heart has no stand. When there is nothing whatsoever, what dust can alight where?" Master Gu-nin saw the verse and instantly knew it is Ino Huineng who must have composed it, to whom he admitted to monastery 15 years back. That night, Master Gu-nin went to the hut of Ino, messaged symbolically for Ino to see him. Just after midnight, when Ino met the Patriarch, Master Gu-nin transmitted the Buddha's robe and bowl for conferring upon him the status of sixth Patriarch. But with tears in eyes, Master Gu-nin instructed Ino to go south immediately, as he feared for safety of Ino. Later, Ino became not only the head of the southern school of Jain Buddhism, but also the great Koan master of the southern school of enlightenment. The point to say in this story is, the very first day when Master Gu-nin saw Ino, he had seen an aura around Ino, a deep level of befriending with awareness by Ino, a deep proximity with an emptiness, and the attaining of Buddha nature and emptiness was in reverse counting. The awareness for Ino had gone to multiple layers and various states of his being. That was the precise reason to discourage him, to reject him, and even to humiliate him on the pretext of testing him before admitting to the monastery. Irrespective of whether he is admitted or not to the monastery, the fire of awareness was already alighted in him, and sooner or later he would be Bodhisattva as well as the Buddha. Have you heard of Buddha initiating Sariputta and Modgalyayan at the same time, and within a week or so, both became enlightened? When they reached to Buddha for initiation, both were renowned teachers and commanded hundreds of seekers following them. Both must have attained awareness very close to the pinnacle, but still some push was essential towards the Buddhahood, the Buddha nature, the ultimate emptiness. Their befriending with the awareness must have entered into their deepest layers of being, as well as all the states of their consciousness, and still something was holding them back that could only be obliterated by the presence of Buddha being. And therefore, within a short span of week or so, both got enlightened. Both were almost equivalent to Buddha and still remained for their whole lifetime as disciple for Buddha's teaching. Awareness is pure subject matter of experiments and experience. We need to alight the lamp of awareness at the level of body, mind, and feelings. In each layer of our being, in each of our inner bodies and beyond. Awareness is not limited to experimenting and experiencing, but it goes far beyond all our known and unknown forms and shapes, feelings and perceptions. In the beginning, it is as Saint Kabir used to say, Bund samani samund mein. That is to say, the drop has fallen in the ocean. But in culmination, it is as the same Kabir says, Samund samana bund mein. That is to say, the ocean has merged in the drop. May that Buddha nature is revealed to all of us, and may the emptiness pervade upon us. Thank you so much for listening all the 3 videos on Bodh means awareness.